Hi, I'm Randy Taylor with ESA, and this is our newest product in the ESA series family of heat exchangers. And this model here is the ESA-3000. I'm just going to go through and show you some of the features of the product. So the heat exchanger, what it's doing is it's bringing fresh air from outside into the barn, and it's taking out stale air and exhausting it outside. And it's exchanging that air through a core that's inside here. And I'll show you what the core looks like. To open up the door, you got these latches here on the sides. You open them up and you can see the core inside. So we split it into 3 cores just so that it's lightweight and easier to handle. We have a locking mechanism up here that you can unlock, which relieves the tension off of the cores. Then you can just lift up and take your core out. And it weighs about 30 pounds roughly. That's how you remove your cores from the heat exchanger. Again, this is the locking mechanism. We have a temperature sensor out here, which is taking the temperature of the exhaust air. We have another temperature sensor over here that's measuring the temperature outside before it comes in through the heat exchanger core. I'll put these back in. There's no special way for them to go in, so if you can see, you don't have to follow the same order as when you took them out. The one thing I like to do is I like to start on the 2 outside ones and then put the middle one in last. Make sure to lock them in. And that's how you access your cores. Behind this panel is the controller, the brains of the system. It's locked in behind this panel, typically only accessed by a technician or a certified technician or an employee of the company. Here now we have our exhaust fans. So behind here, I'll show you, there's a latch here. Show you on the lower one. There's a latch here that gives you access into the fan motor. Fan motor has connectors on it, so it's very quick and easy to change. You just disconnect your power clip, you disconnect your 0 to 10. There's 4 nuts that hold the motor on. Very quick and easy to change. These motors are multi-directional, so the heat exchanger has 2 stages of ventilation. We have heat recovery and then we have exhaust, which we call bypass. So in HRV mode, the motor on the bottom, which we call fan 2, is actually pointing outwards, blowing the air through the cores, up and out. And this top fan is doing the reverse, the opposite, which is blowing air into the building, coming in through here, when you're in heat recovery mode. But when the heat exchanger switches to bypass, both motors will turn and point towards the outside and just go to pure exhaust mode. So right now you can see this bottom fan is in exhaust mode. Automatically the heat exchanger will switch from HRV to exhaust. This would be a position HRV where the motor again is blowing air out of the building. And this is a manual clutch that allows me to do it manually. And then you can just put it back. Same thing up top, another exhaust fan. So again, when you're in exhaust mode, both fans are pointing towards the outside, exhausting out of the building. When you're in HRV, this becomes your exhaust, this becomes your fresh air coming in. As you can see, this diffuser has 3 sets of louvers. You've got some in the back which allow you to adjust up and down, and then the ones in the front you can adjust them left and right to give you directional flow on your air. Again, some of these you can point left, some of them you can point right, and some of them you can point straight ahead, depending what your air pattern is in the building. We've got two LEDs up here. You got a green LED on the left, which is your power on. If your unit is powered on, you should see that LED on all the time. You should get a few flickers at first. You wait a few seconds, and then the LED will come on solid and stay on, which tells you your unit's powered up. And now you can see the LED just came on. It's green, it's solid, so that means there's power to your unit. The second LED on the right is your Bluetooth connection. It lets you know that you've been connected to it with your phone.